A silent threat is spreading its wings across the globe. It lurks in poultry farms and whispers on the wind, carrying with it the potential for a devastating pandemic. This is not science fiction, it's the reality of H5N9, a highly pathogenic avian influenza virus that has the world on high alert. In recent months, H5N9 has made a resurgence, infecting both birds and humans with alarming speed. The virus, first identified in 2013, has the potential to mutate and spread rapidly among humans, making it a serious threat to global health. The world watched in horror as COVID-19 swept the globe, a stark reminder of the devastating power of zoonotic diseases. H5N9, with its potential for human-to-human transmission, could trigger a similar, if not worse, pandemic. Its emergence underscores the interconnectedness of human and animal health, highlighting the urgent need for global cooperation and vigilance. The specter of another pandemic looms large, and understanding H5N9 is crucial to containing its spread and protecting ourselves from its deadly grasp. The H5N9 is a type of influenza virus that primarily affects birds. Like other influenza viruses, it's made up of tiny particles that contain genetic material. This material allows the virus to replicate inside living cells, turning them into virus-making factories. The H and N in H5N9 refer to two proteins on the virus's surface, hemagglutinin, H, and neuraminidase, N. These proteins are key to the virus's ability to infect cells and spread. There are many different subtypes of avian influenza, but H5N9 is particularly concerning for several reasons. First, it is highly pathogenic, meaning it causes severe illness and death in birds, particularly poultry like chickens and ducks. Second, H5N9 has the potential to infect humans, and when it does, it can lead to severe respiratory illness, even death. Finally, H5N9 has shown the ability to mutate rapidly, making it difficult to predict how it will behave in the future. This unpredictability raises concerns about its potential to become easily transmissible between humans, sparking a global pandemic. The H5N9 virus was first detected in birds in China in 2013. Scientists believe the virus emerged in live poultry markets, where different bird species are often kept in close proximity, creating ideal conditions for viruses to spread and potentially mutate. The crowded and often unsanitary conditions of these markets provide a melting pot for various influenza strains, increasing the risk of novel and potentially dangerous viruses like H5N9 emerging. Since its emergence, H5N9 has spread to other countries in Asia, Europe, and Africa, largely through the trade of infected birds or contaminated poultry products. The virus can spread silently among bird populations, making it difficult to detect and control. This silent spread poses a significant challenge to containing the virus, as infected birds may show no symptoms, but can still transmit the virus to other birds and potentially to humans. Section 4. A silent spread. How H5N9 moves between birds and humans. The H5N9 virus typically spreads through direct contact between infected birds and healthy birds. This can occur through respiratory droplets released when infected birds cough or sneeze, or through contact with contaminated feces. Wild birds, especially waterfowl like ducks and geese, can carry the virus without showing symptoms, acting as silent spreaders. These birds can introduce the virus to domestic poultry populations, leading to outbreaks on farms and potentially spilling over into human populations. Humans can become infected with H5N9 through close contact with infected birds or contaminated environments. This includes touching infected birds, inhaling droplets from infected birds, or touching surfaces contaminated with the virus. While human-to-human transmission of H5N9 is currently rare, it remains a major concern. If the virus mutates to spread easily between people, it could trigger a pandemic with devastating consequences. Section 5. Silent symptoms, deadly consequences. In birds, H5N9 infection can cause a wide range of symptoms, from mild respiratory problems to sudden death. Infected birds may exhibit lethargy, loss of appetite, decreased egg production, and swelling of the head, comb, and wattles. In some cases, birds may show no symptoms at all, making it difficult to detect the virus before it spreads widely. In humans, H5N9 infection can cause severe respiratory illness, including fever, cough, shortness of breath, muscle aches, and pneumonia. In severe cases, the virus can lead to acute respiratory distress syndrome, multi-organ failure, and death. The severity of the illness can vary depending on the individual's overall health and the specific strain of the virus they are infected with. Early detection and treatment are crucial for improving the chances of survival. Section 6. The fight is on, combating the outbreak. Controlling the spread of H5N9 requires a multi-pronged approach involving both veterinary and public health measures. One of the most effective ways to control outbreaks in birds is through rapid detection and culling of infected flocks. This involves testing birds for the virus and quickly euthanizing infected or exposed birds to prevent further spread. Quarantine measures may also be implemented to restrict the movement of birds and poultry products from affected areas. To reduce the risk of human infection, it is crucial to practice good hygiene and avoid contact with live poultry, especially in areas where the virus is circulating. This includes washing hands frequently with soap and water, especially after handling poultry or visiting live bird markets. People who work with poultry should wear appropriate personal protective equipment such as gloves and masks to minimize their risk of exposure. Section 7. Staying ahead of the curve. Vigilance is our best defense. The threat of H5N9 serves as a stark reminder that we live in a world where infectious diseases can emerge and spread rapidly, posing a constant threat to global health. Staying informed about the latest developments related to H5N9 and other infectious diseases is crucial for protecting ourselves and our communities. Reliable sources of information such as the World Health Organization and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention provide regular updates on outbreaks and guidance on how to stay safe. Vigilance is our best defense against the threat of emerging infectious diseases like H5N9. By supporting research efforts, strengthening global surveillance systems, and promoting public awareness, we can work together to stay one step ahead of the curve and mitigate the impact of future outbreaks. The fight against infectious diseases is a global effort that requires collaboration, innovation, and a shared commitment to protecting the health of all people.